Okay, so I've been asked by a few people what the difference is between VidAttack Alpha and Serpattack, and also I've been asked often, are we still going to support and maintain VidAttack Alpha? So I've got a few things I want to cover in this video, including those questions. So first of all, are we going to maintain VidAttack Alpha? The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. VidAttack Alpha has been around since 2014. It's not going anywhere. What we have done with Serpattack is made a better version of VidAttack Alpha. It's a much more powerful version than VidAttack Alpha, where we can do crowdsourced views, where we can get more mileage for our proxies because we work in groups and we use each other's proxies, and it comes in two parts. Okay, so VidAttack Alpha has just one desktop tool, that's it. Okay, Serpattack has the desktop tool for doing the views. You can see here there's a view happening here for somebody else's video. I'm watching somebody else's video from my desktop tool. Okay, and over here we have the web application where we do the settings and create the projects. Okay, and when we create the projects, we can assign the projects to specific groups. You can see here I've got these 5 groups open here, and we can assign them to these groups. Now you can do private groups as well, which is pretty cool. So if you want to work with people that you want to work on a specific project together, that you know people that you can trust that will use maybe just squid proxies, high quality proxies, and you're going to be working on campaigns together, then you can do that. So say for example you've got 25 squid proxies, which you can get if you use a coupon code. You can get for about $33 per month. Okay, so those 25 squid proxies, if you were using those in VidAttack Alpha, then you would get absolute maximum, about 50 views per video if you were doing a video campaign, or 50 blog browsing visits if you were doing the blog browsing. Okay, so you would be doing maximum 2 views per IP, and that would be pushing it. Okay, so that's what the limitation with VidAttack Alpha was. Now if you're in a group in here and you've got 10 people or 20 people or 30 people, you're able to access their desktop tools where they're using their proxies, and vice versa. They can do the same with you as well. You can see I'm doing a view for someone else here, and that's not my video, but he's taking advantage of my squid proxies. So the squid proxies have got much more mileage. So that $33, instead of getting me for squid proxies per month, instead of getting me just like 50 views per piece of content, don't forget you can do unlimited sort of pieces of content with VidAttack Alpha. But if I've got 10 people now in a group, then instead of having a maximum of 50 per piece of content or per video, for example, if I was just doing video campaigns, now I can do 500. Okay, if there's 20 people now I can do 1,000. If there's 30 people now I can do 1,500, etc, etc. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so that's a major plus, because it keeps the cost down and you get far more from it. Okay, you get much more from it. So the 2 parts to Serpattack is desktop tool, like you can see here. It's got some basic settings that you can use as well. You can come into Serpattack settings in here, and you can choose how many threads you want to use for personal projects and how many threads you want to use for group projects. You can see I've minimized that to 1 group project while I'm doing this video, and I put my personal projects at 9 because I don't have any switched on at the moment. Okay, so you can see how that works. Okay, now you can move this around, you can change this even while the campaigns are running. So I could, for example, decide, okay, I'm going to do 2 or 3 or 4 and bring this down to 4 and 4, and you can just run it. You can change it any time when the campaigns are running, and that will just start to show within your screen. Okay, within that home. Okay, you can see now we've got 4. Okay, very cool, very cool. So you can do views for other people, they do it for you. Right now we have got as well a rank checker in here, and the rank checker is basically will give you the ranks for YouTube, for Google, and for Google Video. Okay, so you can get 3 different search engines. We'll probably try at some point to put in some Bing and Yahoo search engine rankings as well, because we do use Bing and Yahoo search engine as well as YouTube and Google search engine. Okay, so let's have a look at a campaign. I'll just go into edit project here so you can see when it's already going. Yeah, So you give the project a name, that's what's going to appear here under the project name. People will see it, so you can identify your own project as well. Okay, you put in the URL to search, you put in the project type. Now you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 project types right now. We will probably add more to it. Okay, so I'm going to choose here bulk video views, but you can also do CTR video views. Okay, if you know that you've got rankings and you can get rankings on YouTube, for example, you can do it from YouTube first, then jump onto Google and do it from there. So you've got a whole choice of search engines if you want to do the CTR. Let me just click that so you can see how it works. Okay, so you can see we've got Google search engine, YouTube, Bing and Yahoo. We also got Bing video, Yahoo video and Google video. What is that? Okay, if I come over into my search, into Google, I'll put in here ClickFunnels just for something to search for, and you can see we got all and we got videos. Okay, that's Google video. Okay, that is what we are searching here, and we can do the same with Bing and Yahoo as well. Okay, so that's exactly what that is. So if I come back into Serpattack, if I choose Google video, then it's going to search under the video tab. Okay, and you can get your videos often found easier there than in Google. Now, quick tip, if you're going to be using Serpattack for the purpose of trying to rank on Google, do the CTR clicks from the Google search engines. Okay, you've got two there to work with. You've got Google video and you've got main Google, the sort of universal one. Get your CTR from the Google search engines. Okay, if you want to rank in Bing and Yahoo, do the same. Get your views within those. Okay, get the CTR clicks from their search engines. Now, when it's using Bing and Yahoo, what we've actually programmed it to do is it's going to click on the CTR, okay, from the search engine. It's going to do the click through from the search engine results. But when it clicks through to watch a video, it's going to go then and click on the icon that says YouTube and take you into YouTube to watch in YouTube. Why? Because it's a ranking factor. Okay, you bring in traffic in from Bing and bringing traffic in from Yahoo. It's a ranking factor. You're bringing more people into the YouTube search engine, the YouTube platform, I should say. Okay. Now next, here you would put your keywords and you can choose the amount of views to increase. Okay, so the good thing is we don't need massive amounts of views. Okay, what we want to do is want to make sure that we can do these views with just one IP. Okay, so if you only want to get 50, 60, 70 views, even with the CTR, that's very, very, very powerful with the CTR actually. Okay, but if you want to just get like 50, 60, 70 views, well, you don't want to buy like 100 squid proxies to be able to do that. What you want to do is just have like 25 and get other people to do the views for you, so you can get one view per IP. Makes a lot of sense, right? Better for SEO, safer. So that's how that works. Let's just bring this back in here. And you can see as well, we got blog browsing. We can view playlists. We can view videos that are embedded on other sites like Core Answers, sites like WordPress, sites like medium.com, etc. You can view your video embedded on those kinds of sites. Okay, I'll try to add some more sites as well. There's a couple that I've got in mind that would make a lot of sense. Okay, now CTR embedded views and bulk embedded views. CTR is when you go and find that piece of content, that page, if it's a medium.com page for example, and it's ranking for a specific keyword, we go and find that in the search engine. Okay, we will click through to the Medium post, we will find the video, we watch the video. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, then we have the playlist ones. We've got 3 different playlists. Okay, 3 different playlist tools. One watches the first video on the playlist. Okay, and that's just the playlist single views. Okay, and then we got the full playlist, but we're doing that via CTR, so we're going to find your playlist that's ranking either in YouTube or Google video. Okay, it's going to be in the ranking, it's going to be the search results for one of those, and you're going to click through it. We'll watch all the videos. That's good if you're using that for your own playlist with your own content, because it increases the session time. Okay, you can watch other people's videos within your playlist, that's okay, but use your own. It's going to work better for you. If you've got a playlist with 10 videos that are all your videos from your channel, do this. Okay, that will increase the session time, it will increase the watch time. And what we're really doing here with these kind of campaigns is optimizing for suggested video with these videos. Okay, so for example, suggested video optimization, well, really is based on a variety of things, including the watch time, including the retention time being the percentage of the video being watched before people drop off, etc. If you've got high retention time on average, that is good. Okay, if you've got very, very good retention time, plus you've got watch time, which is in the minutes, and the hours and minutes, etc. And also then you've got the CTR from the search results if you're using CTR. Okay, if you're not using CTR, then you're really relying on retention and watch time. And the final one is session time. Okay, session time is very cool, because what we can do then, so when we come into the options over here, you can see we've got two tabs here when we're creating a campaign. Well, you can see up here that we can choose to play end screen videos. Okay, choose to play end screen videos, and you can tell it how deep to go. And what that means is that if you are watching a video that's got an end screen, and that video has got an end screen, and the video after that has got an end screen, you can go deep. You can say like go 4 or 5 deep. If you've got a sequence of videos, you can see how this can increase your session time, increase your watch time, increase your retention time on all of those videos. Okay, so that's why that's been built. That's exactly what that's been built for. Okay. And you can set the retention time percentage. So if you get a 10-minute video or a 50-minute video, you don't have to write down the minutes. Okay, all you're doing is telling the software, go and watch my video for 77% to 100%, somewhere in between each time. That's perfectly fine. Okay, and you can do that. You can add a delay and drip feed. That's not a bad thing to do if you want to do drip feed and you just want to do it over days. I would use that more for bigger campaigns. When I'm doing my tutorial videos, etc., you don't see me using these very often. I'm really just giving a demonstration kind of thing, but I would use these more for campaigns that have got longer videos, especially and for videos that are in competitive niches. It's kind of good just to keep plugging away with that in the background, but you can give it an initial blast at first, and that's one of the advantages of using this. You can come in here, you can change any settings, and you can kickstart your campaign again. Okay, it's really quick and really easy and not difficult. Okay, you can choose as well when you want the campaign to start, and you can choose as well whether the web browser should be visible. Okay, so you can see we've got all these different options in here, and even if I come in here and I change this to CTR and I come back over, you will see we've got some different options as well. We've got some extra options. We can click in the link in the description after the video views, so you can watch the video to 77%, for example. When it gets to 77%, click on the link. That's natural. That looks natural. Okay, that's why we're doing that. You could even do that very effectively with less than 77%. Okay, at some point we will build in so that those, wherever we're clicking from there, so for example it's a blog browsing session, we can add that, and at some point we will try to get that done over the next few weeks so that it becomes more powerful, okay, more natural, more powerful. So you can see as well we also got like keyword spelling correction. Okay, so sometimes you will find, especially with local marketing, for some reason I've noticed this, you will find there's misspellings. Okay, like typos, misspellings are just spelled incorrectly, and when you try to type those into Google will correct them, but this will not allow that to happen. Basically it's using that exact keyword, okay, so that you can target those misspelled keywords. Sometimes you can find like massive volumes of search volumes for those kind of keywords. Okay, that's good if you got something to sell. That's good if your video is really about it has a goal, for example, get someone to sign up for an email list or sell something, what's a comparison, whatever it might be. That can be very, very good. It can be really powerful at that point. Okay, so do not dismiss it. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's been put there just for just an extra feature. It can be really powerful. I mean, it's extremely powerful if you're using it the right way. So if you're using that for affiliate marketing and people are habitually misspelling something, you can get a massive advantage of that from using this. Okay, think about it. It's absolutely massive. That's a massive feature that people kind of overlook. Okay, so don't overlook it. It is really important. Okay, so let's come back over here. I'm going to change this back into box video views, and I'll click on save. Okay, so that's basically, you know, I'd kind of run through how to set up a campaign. Now when you've set up a campaign, you can come down and you can see pending views and all that kind of stuff. You can get some more information. You can see the search engines chosen. You can see the options that you've chosen for all of this. Okay, so all your campaign options here, they're visible, but that's not all. Okay, we can go now into reports. Okay, when we come into reports, you can see how many views were done, how many views have failed. You can see the average duration that we have watched. Okay, and you can see the average hours watched. Okay, so you come down a little bit more, and you can see as well who's been watching, and also you can see any errors. Okay, so you can see the viewer session timed out. That's the error I've got here, the viewer session timed out. Sometimes it might be a connection problem with your internet provider or something. Sometimes it might be capture problem. Sometimes it might be that you haven't found your keyword if it's a CTR campaign. Sometimes it's because you stopped it. Okay, and you can see that we got a whole bunch of these. No video on the playlist, other failures, etc., etc. And so you've got more information. Okay, so that's another big difference from VidAttack Alpha. You've got far more information. You can see exactly what's happening here, and that makes this very powerful. Okay, so that's how all of this works. That's the main differences between Serpattack and VidAttack Alpha. Is kind of much more powerful. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's 10 times more powerful. I would say it's probably much more than that, because of not just that we get more mileage from the proxies, but we actually have home IP as well in here, and that we can use. It's already programmed, but we just don't have enough members yet. We need to get to about 2,000 members. So you will see me promoting Serpattack a lot, and I won't make any apologies or any excuses for it. I want this to work. Okay, I want to have thousands of members. We will put this into a major product launch sometime very soon, where we can, you know, go and perhaps get 1,000 new members in straight away, so that we can really bulk this up. And plus, there's a lot of advertising and campaigns that I'm planning out for this as well, so in various formats. So this is, you know, here to stay. It's here to stay. It's not something that's going to go away. It's got a huge amount of capabilities. If we put it on the home IPs, then what we can do as well is we can log into YouTube, and we can do the views from inside YouTube, from a YouTube account that you logged into, a real YouTube account. And we will add some extra features at that point as well. There's some ninja stuff that I won't give away here, but I will add them when the time is right. Some real powerful hacks that we can add into this at that particular point. Okay, that will make a difference, that will move the needle. Okay, so a lot to look forward to with Serpattack. That's basically all the differences between Serpattack and VidAttack Alpha. If you haven't got Serpattack, we have right now got an offer running, but this is the last day. If you're watching this today, and the day this is recorded, we've got a lifetime unlimited, and we only are doing that for a limited amount of people as well as a limited amount of time. So if you want to grab that, you can grab it right now, and I might introduce it again at some point later. I might not, I don't know yet. Really what I want to focus on at some point is just to give people a trial, so they can come in and get some crowdsourced video views and charge them $1, etc., so that it's attached to their Zaxxat accounts, and only one trial per Zaxxat account can be used, etc. So that's basically what we're planning to do with that, to get people in and let them try it. So if it's gone past if it's gone past today, and you're looking in the description for a link, it might be a link for trial, so do check the link in the description. If you want to know more about our tools, or get some strategy videos and some case studies and stuff that I've been running, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. For me, it helps with the algorithm. Okay, if you can do that for us. And thanks for watching. Okay, so any questions, you can always send a ticket to support@anthonyhayes.me, and we can answer your questions from there. Thanks.